Vision 2020, we wanted to do green revolution, but it has taken off. We have not achieved what we want. Nearly 350 million tons of food grains we want to produce per year. So we are moving towards that. So we are the largest producer of diesel in the world. Then all other products regarding agriculture are going well. Now the communication we said how we have done. In IT sector, they have given $120 billion. These are moving up in this area also. Computers, which were denied to us earlier, now we are making petaflop computers. Our scientists are contributing very well to make the large computing facility for us. We are the power area, we are working on the solar and wind more. We have got less power, but we are having another 12 reactors being constructed. So we will be having more power from the nuclear also. I think is so. But the strategic part is the nuclear. We have got a lot of things to say. Well, if you look at it, we might not have achieved our GDP growth rate of something like 10% we wanted to not have achieved for a steady 10% we didn't achieve. We didn't eliminate the poverty and literacy also we have not still to do. These parameters for the developed India achieved fully, but I will say that India has done well in the technology front in many areas. We first highlight the sustainable development part. To be really developed, to have sustainable development, you should have a good earth, diversity, good ecosystem. The COVID-19 has given all these things to us now. We support. See, the COVID-19, though we say that it has given us all the problems, it has also given some good things for us, good lessons for us. So it says how we have to live and sustain the earth. Some responses, environment, they all improve. To develop the community better so that we come out of the problems. To look at the sustainability, people life expectancy has increased till they improved, particularly after that bill, compulsory education, the education bill afterwards, after passing on, things have become better. I know Dr. Kalam, when he was president, he wanted to see that it becomes an act. Bill was signed by him. So he was so happy to see that the children to 14, it becomes compulsory that they must go for their schools. When equal opportunities have come, many industries have come, as the Rajan said, the stress point is the manufacturing. Auto industry has done well, and there are many industries, they were taking off. We have to now concentrate on that to see that manufacturing becomes one of the very important components of our economy. We are doing well. Our hospitals are very much wanted. Tourism and medical tourism has started in a big way. So education, health, housing has improved. It is not that good. Employment has improved. We have got that type of gaps still to be completed. After all, that in 2020, the force it was given by Dr. Kalam. He was in the presidency seat. In the Prime Minister's to announce the trade force. Dr. Manmohan Singh, while addressing the governor, he talked about the developed India. So they have given a lot of importance to us. Just it took off, but we have not done. Mr. Vajpayee said that he will do 5,000 crores, but he could not do that. So that is the only area where we need to concentrate. Rural development is a very important component for our economy. Actually, instead of smart city is also required, but we should go for smart rural. Our scheme is the best for our country. It will definitely make things very good. I'm in Chennai. I can see that Chennai people are running away from here to their native place. So the reverse flow has started. Is very important component for the future. Society, if we want to improve educational aspects, particularly higher education, the quality has to change. The opportunities should be more, should be less costly. Housing is, of course, for many people, housing is required. People are buying, but you have to see that how we can improve for the all other people. Electricity power, we are having. Today there is no power cut in Tamil Nadu. I could see that things have improved. We need clean energy more. That is, solar should come in a big way. Finally, the very important thing is sustained GDP growth. That only will give a higher, position in terms of the overall economical situation. I will talk about the strategic industries where I was involved. First is the space. You all know the space has done very well. We had a great vision of Sarabhai by Professor Satish Dhawan. See that many satellites in operation, launch vehicles, PSLV, GSLV in operation. Things have come. Space. We are now attempting to, put our lander on the moon. That's what we are trying to do now. So things, I will say that we achieved self-reliance, vehicle and satellite technology and utilization of space for development. Sustainable development means space becomes a very important part. About agriculture today, precision has come. Precision farming. The large utilization of the satellite pictures, the high precisioning systems, variable rate technologies, automated steering systems. So many systems are to come, geomapping, all those things are to come in if you want to make the better in a less area. India is reducing, we need to see new technologies to come. So precision farming is one of the very important technologies which is necessary, and we have got all the facilities. We have got the satellite available for the for helping. The Bhuvan site, a lot of data the people are using, particularly in Andhra Pradesh. I have seen the farming has picked up using the satellite. The farmers are covered under insurance. Data comes from the satellites. Things are happening, so it should happen in a big way. Similarly, telemedicine to the hospitals, we started well, but now even without the link with ISRO, the people are independently doing the telemedicine because the connectivity is available. So the telemedicine is one important thing. Maybe in future we may do telesurgery using robotic. That type of thing also can come. So we are dealing with the rural people to provide all the facilities as if they are in the city. So that's why this telemedicine has become a very important requirement. Doing it, and the classes are conducted now. You know that in this COVID situation, most of the schools and colleges, they are now working in the net now. But the e-learning process is going on. So the very important thing is this communication has come in a big way. It's communication satellites launched, satellites are in operation, we are doing DTH, is available with high throughput, and all those things are happening. So the space technology has come to our help. Many foreign satellites are launched, so they are making business. So gone well in terms of space technology. And once we start going to the moon, then we will analyze what material exotic things are there. So the preliminary indication to the materials for energy we can get from moon. Helium-3, if we can process and bring it to the earth, process here the nuclear power. Helium-3, which is not radioactive. So that means your safety is better, the helium-3. Now only thing is people are not trying to analyze how cost effective it will be to bring helium-3 and do the fusion energy. So to master fusion energy, we are working with 7 other nations in the world to go for the thermonuclear experiments. We are going to do. So for the fusion energy, that reactor, 500 megawatt reactor is being built jointly. So once we master the technology of the fusion, and helium-3 can be used for generating the power. This is energy-wise. This is a very important component. Kalam suggests that in space we have got the Earth and Mars. Singular thing we should see. Listen, he thinks that a human being can settle in Mars. It's going to be a very important planet for us. This is what he said. But we don't know whether human being can live in Mars. That is not, proven. But because of the temperatures and other things, when we see, it may be difficult. But it is not the once you reach the Mars, then you may go to the other. Is coming. So second area is the defense. So you know that defense we have got missile side, we have got the strategic missiles, Agni 5 with 5,000 kilometer with nuclear payload is available. So the thing is that we have become a nuclear power. Then the missiles are available. You would have heard about the BrahMos. We can work jointly with another country and develop the most advanced. The BrahMos is not existing in the world, so we have got the very advanced, fastest cruise missile in the world. We have this, so that's another big thing that has been produced. We connected with the industries. We see space and missile program. A large number of industries have that everything is inside. We want to do more. That is why during my recent assignment with ISRO, given a report will suggest how ISRO can make use of the industries better and give the responsibility to them. Get the future report, and Swajan guided me on that, and we have worked out a strategy for getting into the industries in better for both launch vehicle as well as for the satellite. So Annadurai was working with us on the satellite side, so we could come to some way of doing the work with the industries. So this is a very important thing because the development of the nation is not with one organization. The nation can happen only if you can make all-round progress and involvement of the partners so that the your GDP growth will be better. This missile side we have done. Other things, other components like the aeronautics side is now inducted. More than the LCA now, the LCA is now. Advanced medium combat aircraft will be a very important aircraft for us. Being now designed. Associated with that project also, So we are trying to see that we give a new management plan for the MCA to come. So because the conventional management of working, like PSLV, what we are working in ISRO, and Agni, we are working in DRDO, these all should change. So management with the bureaucrats involved more is not producing much result faster. Really do faster. We have to have the manufacturing complex